position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Pitt lined up for the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's the handoff. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Moving away from pressure. Throws into the middle of the field. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's West. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Works the middle. Good, solid tackle.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that end route.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to go up top. Steps away to find some room. Got a wide open receiver. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And I don't know as a defense on 3rd down how you let that guy be wide open. You can let the tight end be wide open. Maybe a running back leaks out. You're not letting one of the best wide receivers in all of college football be that scot-free. That was just way too easy for the offense.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Gives it on the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Swings it out to the flat. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
And here comes the field goal unit. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Here's a hit. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On the snap, it's Strong. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Shoots it to the left. Found a seam. At the 45 on his way. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Lanning. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
He wants to throw it again. Pressure coming. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Grab behind the line. It's Lanning. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. It'll be 3rd and long. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Here's the pressure. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Spits it out to the back. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And that last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line to a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Dances away. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the hole in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal coming up. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Panther!
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll line up to go for 2.
Carrier, 29 Philly.
From the gun. Working that left side now. He's back in the end zone for the 2-point conversion and followed the touchdown as he single-handedly is trying to keep them in it. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Under fire. Unleashes one. It's caught downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that 1st.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day. And all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it. And I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Makes the grab. It's Carney across the 25. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Hines is back in the middle. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space.
Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. What a play to get it inside the red zone. They are set up at the 17. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snap it to the back. Got some room in it to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up. We we got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
It's complete to the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
He's got it on the run, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
They'll go with a direct snap. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man out of the backfield. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Floats it out in space. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. And that one's incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wants to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Hit as he throws. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's looking deep. He's got it inside the 30. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Going to the run to start this second half. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Pocket breaking down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
Under fire. Another incompletion on third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got the first down himself. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Makes the catch. It's Carney. Touchdown, Irish! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. Quick pass on the jet motion. He could not get it in. They were going for two to try to push this out to a field goal lead, but they'll stay on top by just one. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. So they come to the line, and the Wildcats give him a different look. Direct snap. It's strong. Shows him the stiff arm. They bring him down, and that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. Lining up in the wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's strong. Shows him the stiff arm. They found a little running room out of the wildcat, still short of the first down marker.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties close to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Panthers. They take the lead with the 6.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. But defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here come the Irish, back on offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
He'll try to do it himself. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on 2nd down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult 3rd down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Going to try to get it himself. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be 4th down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Looking to scramble. He'll throw it. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop, and the turnover on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
There's just so much chemistry between this quarterback and his receiver, and you saw it right there, down the perimeter, trying to work the boundary. Just put it somewhere near him. He'll catch it, he'll get a foot down, and help out his offense.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Panthers look to keep this drive humming. Give to the running back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. That's caught. It's landing. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Panthers! Lining up to add another.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unloads to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, I like the aggressive nature by the quarterback there. He's trying to take a shot down the field. Just a better play by the defense forcing the incompletion.
Every journey begins with a step. This offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. It's a draw. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. He'll pull it on the read. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Notre Dame right back to the line. To the air on second down. Flips it out to the back. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
They've been talking about this one all week inside the MAC, guys. Let's give you a quick recap of how it went down. Ohio was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Athens. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the MAC.
Kevin, thanks. There he goes. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Might be calling a hot route. Running into the open space. Got enough for the first. All out of space. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. He got a step and just dusted the field. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's West. And he's out of bounds at the 24, a yard short of where he would have wound up with the touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Here's a heat. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Complete to the right. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Notre Dame lines up quickly. Wants to go up top on first down. Quick strike complete. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He'll keep it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And he puts through the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Offense back on the field and ready to roll. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
The Panthers in a good spot here with second and short. Powers through the defender. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Wants to throw on third down. Complete to the left. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Direct snap. Finding open areas. Got the first down and still on his feet. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The give and tick, 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 tick. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22?
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Snap it to the back. Turning it on. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
On first and goal, let's see what Pitt does here. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Pitt! They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. On the direct snap, it's Strong. Worked on the touchdown, might as well do the same thing on the 2-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Still on his feet at the 45. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw on first down. He uncorks one deep. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. These corners going to give these receivers some space. And back to the air on second down. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option route.
Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got it. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. The snap sets up the throw. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. Just over 30 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and they've got to get it to have a shot. The hands team able to secure that football, and with that, should have secured a victory.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams. and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably